Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the great state of Texas, more specifically Waco. And more specifically than that, I am in front of the Dr. Pepper Museum. This is the old Dr. Pepper bottling plant from the 1960s. Of course, Dr. Pepper, the most famous soda to come out of Texas, and one of the most famous sodas all around the world. And they have here in Waco an entire museum dedicated to this wonderful beverage. And we're about to step inside and learn the deep and intricate history of Dr. Pepper. So please follow me. The full name of the museum is actually the Dr. Pepper Museum and Free Enterprise Institute. That's really interesting. I'm a little unclear on what the Free Enterprise Institute is and how it relates to soda. Here we have a Dr. Pepper mobile parked out here in front of the museum. Healing waters. Humanity has been mesmerized by fizzy water since ancient times. Here's the history of fizzy water. 400 BC, Hippocrates promoted the idea that mineral water could cure disease. It says that fizzy water was used to try to cure scurvy. Here's some of the early containers used to contain fizzy water. These earthenware bottles, you can see would be like the first soda bottles. Here's Crazy Water Crystals, a mineral laxative. It was created in 1919. In the mid-1800s, to make fizzy water more palatable, they began adding flavor. Good old Crazy Water. I'm going to drink a big jug of fizzy laxative Crazy Water. These are old syrup containers. Eventually syrup will be mixed with fizzy water to form the first soda beverages. Yeah, very interesting. I wasn't expecting them to go this far back with the history of soda, tracing the history of soda back to 1535. Joseph Priestley made the original pamphlet that gave instructions for impregnating water with fixed air, leading to the creation of soda. It's a Schweppes bottle dating back to 1830s. And a Werner's ginger ale from the early 1900s. You can still get Werner's. It's actually like a really spicy ginger ale. Wow, I did not know it dated back so far. This is something people ask me sometimes in regards to these penny smashing machines. Is it legal? This says that it is legal to elongate coins. It was previously illegal until they passed this law. It is illegal only if someone fraudulently mutilates a coin, not in a legitimate way, such as a penny smasher. Of course, if you would like a Carpetbagger smash penny, they're for sale in the Etsy shop in the description of this video. Next stop, heading into the Old Corner drugstore. In a window of this drugstore, they have a little exhibit on Dr. Pepper folk art, different pieces of folk art that have been made by Dr. Pepper fans over the years. You can see some earrings made out of pop tops. They have a airplane made out of Dr. Pepper cans. There's a little Dr. Pepper walnut right there. And there is an elongated Dr. Pepper bottle. I wonder if it's illegal to elongate Dr. Pepper bottles. Check out this sign for Crazy Water. It is mild for kidneys and bowels. It is the sleepy water. That kind of worries me. I don't know. I guess that Crazy Water puts you to sleep. But it is strong for kidneys and bowels and for stomach and bowels. It's the greatest of all natural minerals. Crazy Water. This list here is kind of confusing. What's this right here? Dr. Alderton. Push the button at the end of the cabinet.
Hello, my name is Dr. Charles Alderton, but most folks just call me Doc. You know, I haven't worked here for some time, but standing here brings back many memories, because this is where I spent most of my time when I first came to Waco. When I was a young man, I worked behind this counter making medicines and filling prescriptions. You wouldn't believe how busy we were back then.
Here's some old Dr. Pepper bottles. The original Diet Dr. Pepper can. Interesting how they used a blue color. I've not seen this before. Apparently their mascot used to be a Saint Bernard who would rescue people with a case of Dr. Pepper around his neck. Was that the Saint Bernards used to have the jug of whiskey under their neck to rescue people from the cold. Check out these old Dr. Pepper cans right here. Love those interesting colors. All right, heading into the Artesian Bottling Company. Look at that Dr. Pepper jug right there. That's actually a syrup jug. So that would be just full of Dr. Pepper syrup. Imagine just drinking an entire jug, a 1 gallon jug of Dr. Pepper syrup. These old machines used to bottle Dr. Pepper. This is kind of interesting. They're saying in 1992 when they were renovating this building to turn it into a museum, they found this well right here that would be a well that was used to get to the spring water, used for the soda. You can see it still has water down there in the bottom. They said that this was completely covered up by the floor and they had to completely dig it out and excavate it. These are all pieces of bottle that was dug out from the well. Some Dr. Pepper bottles extracted from the well. Here's an exhibit called Pop Pop Fizzle Fizzle about failed sodas over the years. Here we have Dr. Brown's celery soda. No idea why that didn't catch on. This is Pomac. It is a brand of soda that the Dr. Pepper company created that was meant to be a sophisticated soda, so that flavors like cognac and champagne never caught on, but apparently some places in Europe actually still have it. There's the Pomac Santa Claus right there. Pluto water, made in French Lick, Indiana, is said to have laxative properties. These old laxative sodas. And here is the mascot for Pluto. It's the devil, and he's saying when nature won't, Pluto will. The devil is telling you that he's going to help you poop. Here's Orbit's soda, made in 1997. It has little bubbles, little bits floating in it. Said that they marketed it as texturally enhanced, but apparently did not catch on with customers because they just didn't like a bunch of weird little balls floating in their soda. Now this I've heard of, OK Soda. It was created by the Coca-Cola company. It's almost to appeal to Gen Xers. Almost like a counterculture soda, almost a nihilistic soda, claiming that it was just okay. I think some people pretty much saw it as kind of a weird corporate marketing strategy, and it did not catch on. Yeah, it says OK Soda was purposefully marketed in a negative manner to appeal to the apathy of Generation X. There's one thing it's hard to appeal to, it's people's apathy. Not heard of Pepsi AM. Apparently it was marketed as being a wake-up drink like coffee. I guess you just get a good blast of caffeine in the morning. Yes, Crystal Pepsi. I actually loved Crystal Pepsi when it came out. And I wasn't the only one, because it actually made a comeback a few years ago. Of course, New Coke, one of the most notorious missteps in soda history. Coca-Cola Company, for being the top brand, has sure made a lot of missteps. Not heard of this one, Dr. Pepper Nautilus. It's an energy drink. This is Dunnel. They said turn your thirst upside down. It was a variation of 7-Up. They used 7-Up upside down as the name. Dunnel. That's just a great name for a soda. Alright, we're going into From Beaker to Bottle, the science of soda. Futuristic soft drinks, the soft drinks of the future. Things like Coke Plus and Zevia and whatever that mysterious bottle is.
But a truly thorough job has been done by each of the treating units in this diagram. And these units, by the way...
Here is the scent test, apparently saying different smells help cancel out other smells. So these are the control smells. It's got a lemony smell. Oh, okay. This is ginger. Then we use this control to help clear my nasal palate. Yeah, it's chocolate. Chocolate apparently helps clear your, like, reset your smells. That's really interesting. Okay, up here on the 3rd floor, I guess, is the part of the museum that is the Free Enterprise Institute. It says this desk right here is a symbol of American free enterprise and business. I guess a lot of very prominent people, very prominent entrepreneurs have desks, so that does make sense. I guess such famous entrepreneurs such as Walt Disney, Oprah Winfrey had desks, like in Joanne and Chip Gaines from that show that my wife watches sometimes. Here's a exhibit on W.W. Clements, nicknamed Foots, also nicknamed Mr. Dr. Pepper. So I guess the Foots Clements was one of the most prominent Dr. Pepper salesmen of all time. Push a button to hear Foots shares secret to selling Dr. Pepper. Alright, we got a button down here. I guess the sound's not working. Alright, walk across the courtyard here for the second half of our tour. Here's a replica Dr. Pepper bottling factory. You see the empty bottles coming down to this machine and going on that conveyor belt. As they move along the conveyor belt into this machine right here. Oh, you can actually see the bubbling 7-Up in that compartment there. And look, when they come out of the machine, they have caps on them, and they're successfully bottled. Moving over here into this machine here, where the capped bottles are lowered into these crates. Now the 7-Up company and the Dr. Pepper company apparently did merge at one point. It's a classic Dr. Pepper vending machine. They have it opened up so you can see all the inner workings. This Iron Man vending machine was actually used in a Dr. Pepper commercial in 2010 where Tony Stark is suited up to be a Dr. Pepper machine instead of Iron Man. Very cool, this machine here. I think they should bring back their old logo and call themselves the King of Beverages once again. Cool little vending machine here where you can get 7-Up or like cola. Here is a little miniature world of Dr. Pepper. These buttons here control the trains. Some Dr. Pepper based vehicles here, including this land speeder go-kart. Here's an exhibit on the other distinctively Texas soda, Big Red. It's a delicious cream soda. Some of the different Big Red cans and bottles just over the years. Alright, heading to the treasures of the Dr. Pepper Museum in this vault looking room. See what sort of treasures are stowed away in here. Here's some Dr. Pepper novelty items that were used to advertise in the early 1900s. Some miniature Dr. Pepper calendar tents. These different paper masks. This is Sir Charles Edward Kingsford Smith, an Australian pilot. Then we have Geronimo, Chief Joseph, different Native Americans, and Davy Crockett. You get a free Dr. Pepper here for seeing the museum. It is a handcrafted Dr. Pepper. After working my way through the Dr. Pepper Museum, I can cap it off with a nice, refreshing, handcrafted Dr. Pepper. Finally, after saying the words Dr. Pepper so many times, my throat is sore, so I can calm it down and soothe it with a nice, refreshing Dr. Pepper. Appreciate you guys coming along. If you'd like to see other places I've been, please check the interactive map in the description. It'll show you other places I've been, and you can make recommendations on where I should go next. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, consider buying a t-shirt, consider donating to Patreon. A $3 more donation once a month will give you a postcard once a month. Also now selling Smash Pennies in the Etsy shop. But until next time, this one's in the bag.